hoping you can be able to see me okay. Should be okay. Waiver, yeah. No liability against Harvard Pilgrim. Sorry, I'm just grabbing this mat here. So that's the deal with that. All right, so today we have, I'm going to talk while I'm grabbing this, get my socks off. We have all body weight, but you have an option to use weights if you'd like. I'm in the hotel, so that's why I'm not using weights. All right, so let's get warm. Shake it out, march it out a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, this is okay. Hopefully you can, as long as you can hear me. That's like the biggest thing is that you can hear me. I'm just gonna move this table. So walk it out a little bit, march it out a little bit. It's just, yeah. All right, let's get warm. Who do we have here? Dawn, Donna, Eileen, Hillary, Lori, Lisa, Sandra, Susan. Oh my goodness. Such good names. All right. Excited to have you here today. So everything is body weight, and we're going to start with a bit of a plank warm up here, okay? So we have 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest for our plank warm up. And we're going to get started right about now. So we're going to start with just a plank hold, all right? So here we go. You can be on the hands, you can be on the forearms, you can modify by bringing the knees down. So just a plank hold, just to start to activate the core, activate the shoulders and the legs. So your plank here, everything is working, right? Not just your core, and rest. Now we have a right-sided plank in 3, 2, and 1. So right hand or forearm comes down. I'm coming with you. Ugh. Again, you can modify this, right? Be on the hand and the knee like so. We're here just for 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do a left side plank. I bet you could have guessed that. 3, 2, 1. So make sure you have some pretty good music on. Get yourself excited. It is raining, cloudy here in Boston. Not very nice out yesterday. It was so windy, so cold. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna do a reverse plank, or reverse plank is legs straight, or a reverse tabletop to modify. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I'll show you both. This is the reverse tabletop. Try to get your butt high, or you can be in this reverse plank position. Ooh, 10 more seconds. We're breathing. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, shake it out. So we're coming back to that plank, or we're going to add a shift forward and back. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So shifting forward and back. Again, you can be on the forearms or the hands. I'm just switching to the forearms this time around. Almost there. And rest. For our side plank, we're going to add a leg lift. Again, optional, okay? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So in this modification, you have a leg lift, or you're here with your leg lift. Almost there. And rest. Other side. Whew. Just have 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So for our workout today, our intervals are shorter. They're only 25 seconds. But we're going to work for a while before we get a rest. We'll have that rest, 5 seconds of transition time, okay? And I'll show you where we're going in just a moment. Here we go. So now, reverse table, reverse plank, we're gonna add some leg lifts. Try to get that butt up, oh, work those glutes. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we're gonna shake it out for a second. So this is what we have coming up, and we have the same sort of theme with a regular and a pulse, and I'll explain that now. So we're gonna start with a full range squat, right? All the way down, all the way up, option to hold a weight. Then our second exercise, we're gonna add a pulse. So we're gonna pulse, come on up. Pulse, come on up, okay? Number 3 is gonna be a push-up. And same thing, we're gonna add a pulse. It's gonna be from the ground. So you're gonna come all the way down. We come halfway up, down, all the way up, okay? Halfway up, down, all the way up. All right, I'll go over it again. Sorry, this is turned up the heat a little too high in here. All right. Shake it out, take whatever you need. Let me get this workout here for you real quick, if you want to see it. What did I do with it? Here we go, body weight. I like to follow along, so if you are the same, you might want to see it. Okay, what do we got for time? 7:36. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Chat. Okay. All right, so it's in there if you want to follow along, but I'll go over it with you as we go. I was actually just talking to Hallie, who kind of manages this class yesterday. We had coffee, and I was like, oh my gosh, the hardest thing of planning a class is I forget about the time it takes to go over the movements. And then I'm like, oh, well, shit, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, are we ready? So we're gonna start with the squats and the push-ups. We're gonna have only 30 seconds rest before we move into split squats and triceps. All right, here we go. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is loud. Does anyone have an iPhone and sometimes their alarm doesn't go off? I figured out the trick, so if you know it, let me know. But 3 times in the last 2 weeks, luckily, hasn't affected anything. Shake it out, going right into that pulse. So here we go. So we come halfway up, down, all the way up. But this morning, my husband left at, gosh, really early, 5:30 for his flight. And from that time on, I was so nervous my alarm was not gonna go off. So it was like every 15 minutes, I was like, what time is it? And then shake it out, we're moving to push-ups. And then what do you know, it didn't go up. All right, here we go. So regular push-ups. I'm gonna start on the knees here. I'm tired. Elbows at a 45-degree angle. Think about the shoulder blades pulling together as you come down and then pushing apart as you lift back up. Belly nice and strong. 3, 2, 1, little shakedown. All right, we're gonna add that pulse. We're gonna do that whole thing 2 more times. Here we go. So all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Woo! Adds a little something, something. Try not to just kind of let yourself drop. You could do this without coming all the way down. It would be much harder. All right, here we go. We're back up for squats. Round 2. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Down and up. Again, you can hold the weight, goblet style. Adding that pulse in there. Gives you a little something extra, so probably don't need the weight, but I'll leave that up to you. All right, shake it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pulse all the way up. Lift. 10 seconds. So we have 4 rounds total, but the last one is shorter. Here we go, push-ups. 3, 2, 1. For the next one, we have split squats on the right side. Or left side, doesn't really matter. And then tricep dips. You could add weight to your split squat, right? That's where we have one foot in front of the other in that lunge position. Rest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All the way down, halfway up, back down, and lift. For the tricep dips, last week we used a chair. If you want to take them off of something that felt better, feel free. If dips don't work for your body, you can always do an overhead tricep instead and add that pulse. All right, last round, here we go. Full range. Nice and mobile, nice and warm now. Took another boxing class last night when I was here in Boston. It's just so nice to just kind of try to let it out. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We're adding that pulse. 3, 2, 1. We get a quick rest after this. So if you are going to grab another weight, you'll do that then. We'll grab a quick sip of water and we'll move on. It's a hair somewhere. Well, there we go. Maybe a couple hairs. All right, push-ups. Final round. Full range to start. Here we go. I'm still on my knees. Feeling that boxing class, so my upper body is sore this morning. 10 seconds. So we have shorter intervals this week, but we also have shorter rest. All right. Last time, we pulse it up. Here we go. All the way down. Halfway up. All the way down. Push up. Woo. Try to keep that body in one long line. Belly strong to support you. Elbows aren't coming out to the sides, right? They're at that 45-degree angle. 3, 2, and we rest. Grab some water. Good job. All right. So glad I brought my little portable light there. Helps a lot. Okay, so split squat. Right foot's gonna be forward. So we start with full range. Option to hold weights at your sides or goblet style. Then we add a pulse at the bottom, all the way up. Pulse, all the way up. Oh my gosh, here we go. Tricep dips are next. Now make sure your feet are about hip width so you don't feel wobbly. Really putting all your pressure into that front leg. Mine is my right leg. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Right into that pulse. Let's go. Pulse and up. So my knees are coming all the way down. It doesn't have to, right? My hips sometimes get a little wonky, so I like to leave a little bit of space to keep them even. By wonky, I mean one will, here we go, come on down. One will be lower than the other, not even. All right, tricep dips, full range, here we go. So bend and lift. Again, you could do an overhead tricep with one weight. If this doesn't work. So our pulse is gonna be from the bottom, so keep doing full range. But when you get to the bottom, next time we're gonna do halfway down and then back up, just like we did with the push-ups. Shake it out. Further your feet are away from you, harder it is. Here we go. So from the bottom, halfway down, all the way. This is a really small movement. Do the best you can with it. Push. Woo-hoo. Down over here. All right, here we go. Back up. Split squat. Right foot forward, full range. Here we go. Down and up. Hands can be wherever you need them to be. In my yoga, I tend to go to hands to heart center. Three, two, one. Quick shake. Here we go. Add that pulse. Now, when we add the pulse round, if it's too much, that's fine. You can always come back to that full rep range, okay? You do what you need to do, whatever works best for you. Here we go, triceps. I like to put my hands out slightly so I'm not rounding into this. Sometimes dips are a little controversial because you can tend to kind of rotate in. So by bringing your hands out, it helps to prevent that a little bit. Rest. All right, we're going to add that pulse here. 3, 2, 1. So from the bottom, halfway, all the way. Whoops, something just fell. All right, so on deck, we have that split squat. Split squat. One more time here, right? Then we go to the left side. We're gonna do a Superman, super person. And then we have one more round. Here we go, full range, last time. Down and up. Now the other side is gonna feel hard to start because we're tired, right? That's okay. We just do the best we can. Three, two, one. Quick shake out. Here we go, we're back in it. Pulse at the bottom, all the way up. You don't have to straighten both legs, right? If you wanted to make it harder, you could keep that front leg bent. That seems extra malicious, so I'm not gonna teach that, but you do you. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Last round of triceps. We're in it. Up and down. Full range. Almost there. I originally had a different workout, quick shakeout plan, but I would need to have grabbed weights and here we go. Add that pulse at the bottom and then all the way up, down, halfway, down, all the way up. So I decided body weight would be easier, still get a great workout, right? I think I told you guys the story of how I hired my husband a trainer, and the first few times, they didn't do any weight, any dumbbells, anything, rest. And he was like, Katie, it's like really hard. I was like, yeah, honey, you don't need weight for it to be hard. You need weight to keep your bones in good shape. All right, we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna do a super person from the ground, right? So we'll have a full range, and then we'll add a little bit of a pulse as best we can. All right, here we go. Left leg forward, unless you did the other side last time. Nice wide stance, down and up, belly up and in. We're gonna add that pulse in the bottom. Next round. Shake it out. You know, when I'm traveling, what I always bring with me, just in case, here we go, is you can always do body weight, right? We went to Africa, oh God, 7 years ago now, and with both our parents, and we made it out alive. But, you know, I did body weight workouts, and I ran, well, as much as I could, because you're kind of enclosed in the safari there. All right, super people. But I always bring a band, a mini band. Can do so much with a band. Lift and lower. So for this one, we're gonna add a pulse at the top. In about 10 seconds. If you need to modify, you could do one arm, one leg. I would do opposite. Rest. Or you could just do the upper body. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna come up, we're gonna pulse, and then come all the way down. Squeeze those glutes. Try to keep your gaze down so you're not cranking on your neck at all. Lift and lower. We're coming back up very shortly. 3, 2, 1. Let's come on up. Left side. We're in it. Then option to hold one weight or two. Down and up. Split squat. Getting into those glutes. Split squats are great because they get the glutes. They get the quads. All right, we're gonna add that pulse. The bottom. Here we go. Squats are great, but it's a little harder to target the glutes. Also get the hamstrings here too. It's kind of more well-rounded. And you can probably feel it, right? It's harder than just a regular squat. Here we go. We're down. Round 2 of 3. Let's go. Full range. We're gonna add that pulse next round. Rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pulse at the top and release. Squeeze, release. So our low back is part of our core, right? Super people. It's the best way to target that area. But we like, or we want, I should say, come on up, to keep the belly and glutes strong to protect the back while we strengthen. Here we go. Full range. My husband isn't here, so I could teach him room. Otherwise it'd be no down. Although I don't know, with that CPAP, he's had the CPAP. It's been probably at least 4-6 months now. Rest. He sleeps. There we go, and I sleep better. Everyone's happy. Sometimes he'll like rip it off in the morning. I'll hit him. Put it back on. I know it's not comfortable, but it benefits both of us. Last time. All right, here we go. Super people, let's go. Lift and lower at your own timeline. Almost there. We just have one more. And then we're gonna do our short round rest. A little bit of a core cash out. Here we go. Lift, squeeze, release, pulse. I put the workouts in the chat for you normally so you can follow along, and then sometimes I'm like, you're probably like, what the hell does this mean? And rest. All right. So everything's on the ground now. So we're lying down. We have one leg either hovering or down. The other leg is coming down to a hover and lifting. Okay, so there's no. Well, then we're gonna add the pulse, sorry, I didn't think I added the pulse here. Here we go, so let's do right leg. So down and up, belly up and in, low back pressing into the ground. Option to have this other leg hovering, as long as you can keep the low back down. So for the second round, we're gonna add a pulse at the bottom. All right, here we go, same leg. 3, 2, 1. The other option is you can also have the left leg up towards the sky. Okay, so either down on the ground, hover, hardest option, or up towards the sky. Either way you do it, your low back is pressing down into the mat every time. Rest. All right, now we just do the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing. I've had the leg down for the first round, down and up. Pressing through that low back. Breathing, really get into those low abdominals here. Try not to tense up, rest with your upper body at all. We're gonna add that pulse. Here we go. Oh, I do my leg lifted this time. Oh, we'll do one round of this, it's okay. All right. We have one more round. Oh no, we don't have. Just one round. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Ooh. Good thing, because it's 7:59. Only had 2 rounds, just 1 round. All right, not so bad, not so bad. Okay, let's take a child's pose. Let's stretch it out. Nice deep breath. I tried this stretch the other day, so I'm going to try it with you really quick, but make sure you stretch and move beyond this. Targeting this kind of mid back area, right? Child's pose will get it a little bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward, bend the knee as much as you need. You're going to take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. You're gonna release your upper body and then you're gonna pull your arm and push your foot. And try to get a little bit of stretch. There's a little bit of rounding there. And then let's try the other side. Now, if you're like, I can't reach my foot, grab onto the leg, totally fine, but try to pop your chin a little bit and feel the stretch right in through there. Woo, all right. Don't come up too fast. Drink water, be good to yourselves. Keep moving, keep stretching. It went by fast. So I hope everyone has an awesome week. I will see you next week. Hopefully at home. Bye, guys. You're welcome. Good to see you, Susan. You're welcome, Hillary. You're welcome, Sandra. Good to see you, ladies. See your names at least.